Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for October the 25th, 2024. How's everyone doing today? Let me get some stuff set up there. The doggos are awake. Alfie! My children. My children, please don't be Vast and Peaks. Yay, it's the staging area, not Vast and Peaks. Yay. Let me jump into chat here so I don't ignore it like I did the other day. Woo-hoo. For those of you who haven't noticed, Discord has their spooky artisanal audio going on, which is kind of fun. I think I locked the back door. I don't think the dog's going to run outside and bark at people. Yay! The other dog's in my lap, so she doesn't care. So, let's see what we got here. Herc attendants. Undine ships in the battle zone. And restore shields on the ground. Good morning, Joshua. How are you?
I've just had an interesting morning.
Okay.
A battle of Corfez.
Oh, good morning, Taz. Why would you do that to yourself in the morning? Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Taz.
Well, shall we say this? It was successful in its endeavor.
Oh, well, that's good. On a pug, or did you have a team?
No, pug.
Nice. That's good. That doesn't always happen that way.
No. And shall we say top DPS was me?
And you got?
It was not passed officially, but I know the streamer disconnected twice during it, and we still held the fort down.
Well, congratulations. Sounds well done.
Yeah.
Get out there for a sec. And ground healing done. Yay.
So, would you like to know what I've got today?
Yes, I was waiting for you to tell us.
Forge in Fire for some Terran's ground. 2 Iconian TFOs and some plasma damaged ground.
Don't do Forged in Fire.
Why?
Oh, hold on, let me double check. No, that's next week. Forged in Fire is next week's Universal. Go do Forged in Fire. But there's other ways to do Terrans, you know.
I don't know. Blue Shift.
Operation Wolf.
Yeah, Operation Wolf, yeah.
Yeah, I just drop in there in a private queue, go down there, slaughter them, and leave. It makes life so much easier.
But also doing the thing on the Blue Shift on ESD.
Yep, Blue Shift will do it too. So, by the way, the Universal for the weekend is Days of Doom, I believe.
Which I will not be doing.
Yeah, it's my week of not having to do Universals.
Yeah, I did a big max one hit in IEC the other night with the Stowe Fleet.
Yeah.
Of 749.8 DPS.
Hey, I got 133 in ISE the other day, which is my best ever on my new tank. Well, my modified tank.
I modified my
On
tank
your
as well.
tank, you should aim for about 90 and be super happy.
Well, I was super happy. I normally get first time I had the tank out when we first built it a few years ago was averaging in the hundreds, and then it's been dropping as things get nerfed. The ability as a tank is great. It kept everybody alive, so that's its function. But I was happy with 133. And if I ever take it out just as a PP ship, I'll see what it does. But my primary role with that one is tank. Now, I will build a DPS ship for an account fairly soon. Actually, the one that we're working on right now, Spoimler, that's the one we've been doing on Sunday Morning Warship. And we've been... Let me get that back to what it was there.
Oh, I'm going to put the building ship build off if you want to take a look.
And this didn't save to what it's supposed to be. Well, that's not fun. This is supposed to be an all-phaser build. And it decided to go back to being something else. What else did I have here?
It's funny.
Yes.
Just by being in the Stowe community Discord,
Yes.
I was able to upgrade my inquiry.
Well, this build that we're doing is a community build. My tank was a build from JB.
Yeah.
But anyway, shall we do stuff since we've got a Taz, we've got a Joshua, we've got a Chris? We can go out and slaughter anything and everything. Anybody got a preference?
How about something Iconian? Start us off.
Works for me. Hang on a second. For some reason, that's not being happy. Give me one sec.
But I am gonna swap tunes real quick.
Actually, you know what? Since this isn't going to work for anything, let me switch to my other account. Much as I want to take this one here.
I'm getting closer and closer to that 2 million goal for that for my dill stuff. By the way.
So, fine, just rub it in my face.
Well, I kind of did start saving a long time ago.
I'm putting cash aside for the next time that they've got a Zen event going on and I can get some extra Zen. Let's see. Chris needs Borg and Voth in the battle zone. Huh. Okay. Well, we can see what we can do about that. We can definitely get some Borgy ships, I assume, Chris? And what have you got, Joshua? You've said you've got Iconian?
Iconian TFOs ×2.
Okay. And Taz, what's on the Taz list today?
I only need Sanketi Ground.
Oh,
The other things I just completed.
well, that doesn't count.
Traino Beach Assault.
Yeah, no, just Zenkethi Ground, just go to of Signs and Portents, work it through to Adamant, and leave something locked on that one at all times.
Yeah.
I have a mission saved like that.
Yeah, I have that mission saved. I got home saved at 2 different points to get different things. You know, you get it all figured out the way you want it to be. All right, let me send out some invitations here.
I did send the bill, by the way.
Oh, where'd you put it?
Good build off.
Build off, okay.
I did put the screenshots of each trait so you understood which trait and to the icon.
Thank you. Yeah, because sometimes when you see them on the images, it's just kind of fuzzy. Chris, did you get an invitation?
I did something funny yesterday.
What did you do?
I had a pretty girl take my skeleton feet pic.
Say that again?
I had a pretty girl take my skeleton feet pic.
I thought that's what you said. You want to give us some details?
I X-rayed my feet.
Got it. Well, at least you got a pretty girl to do it, so, I mean, there you go.
Yeah, I've stepped on something that went into my foot like 2 years ago, and it never came back out, so it was about time to go and do something about it.
Okay, well, we have our choice here of Gateway or Herald to start with an Iconian, and then we'll go over and do a Borg event. And I just have some spacey damage and Undine in the battle zone, which I don't really care about.
So, you know the Dimensional Typhoon event?
Yes.
It wasn't there meant to be a second chance buyout?
Yeah, they had to put it on hold for a moment. The devs are working on getting that figured out. So they said figure it'll be next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I just heard that yesterday that it was scheduled to start up and then things got staggered for a few minutes. But it'll be a second chance for people who didn't get it, but for everybody else, I don't think it's anything. I'm going to queue up Gateway and see what pops. Oh, really?
Mom, did you get the Avani?
I did not yet. By the way, we will. It's on the list of things to do, Taz. It's just been a little chaotic here. If things could have gone worse yesterday, I'm not sure how. But
you have all the event ships, right?
Pardon?
You have all the event ships.
Absolutely.
So you have all the new meta increases?
I have all the event ships. Have I opened them and used them? No.
Oh.
Life has been chaotic basically for 3 years, so I'm just trying to mentally catch my breath and figure out what I'm going to do. So it's not been great, and I'm still not mentally caught up. To the extent that there's a part of me that wants to just take a week off. So I'm thinking the first week of January, before we start on the house renovations, I'm just going to throw the doggos and me in the car, turn off the computer, and go to a spa or something for a week.
Yeah?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Because
I'm in the US. I'm in the USS Independent.
Where are you? I see a
Well,
constellation. I see a fluffy. There you are. You were kind of buried underneath the J.
Unfortunately, that thing is a pizza cutter.
No, it's not, because if you cut a pizza with that, it would go thunk, the thunk, the thunk, the thunk. The D is more of a pizza cutter. Actually, they do have a pizza cutter made out of the D. I'm going right. And Chris goes off to tackle the entire left side. Oh, I'm with Taz. Nothing's going to survive here. I don't even need to go.
I know what I'm already getting for next year's event campaign, by the way.
I haven't even figured out what I'm getting for the event from 2 years ago. I opened a couple of them to get the lobby to buy some ships for an event.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. I think it was for Ed's memorial party where we were giving away ships to do fundraisers. So I turned in a ton of lobby to buy ships for people.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never bought anything with any of the events after cashing that in. Oh, well, I've got third of my Polaron damage done. Without even thinking about it.
Yep.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Why do I feel like I have no engines on this thing? No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. But this other person's got that done.
You know, the one thing I have done is unlocked superior area denial.
Absolutely.
And my pets are now just cannon fordering everything.
Those gateways are a
like they should.
Close them.
You know the pulse phases, I don't know who I'm going to put them on, but I'm definitely going to work out something with them.
Well, somebody gave me some pulse phasers, and somebody else gave me some pulse phasers, and I wound up with some more pulse phasers, so I ought to use it for a build somewhere.
Yeah?
That's my thought.
I'm either thinking wait until grade them with the 13th anniversary tech upgrades,
That's a thought.
and give them to... Then to give them to my TOS tune, which is my temple recruit, and put a build on the TOS Conning.
Are beginning their run to the
That's reasonable.
And then pick up an original series torpedo from K-13. Doesn't sound...
Joshua Chris says, am I to cover both sides of the portals then, Joshua? So Joshua, cover one of the side of the portals. Either go planet side or go base side. And give Chris the other one.
It doesn't matter which side he goes on.
Yeah, but you can't cover both.
I'm not covering both.
That's kind of the thing. I think Chris needs to know which side you are covering, and he'll cover the other side.
I'm kind of starbase side.
Okay, so Chris, planet side then? And let the transports die if they can't figure it out. You know, it's their piloting skills here. Apparently somebody's already covered my side here. So I'll just sit here and float around and look pretty. Oh, and I got my 150,000 Polaron damage.
I did that in the TFO covering both sides, so I've done it before.
Yeah, but you need to communicate with your team members.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
the most
no,
of them
it's
are
just
pugs.
a yeah. This isn't a pug, this is us. The poorest guy who's being the fifth wheel here kind of has to figure it out. But with 4 of us in chat, we can figure it out. I still want to do a commercial for the Kobayashi Maru School of Piloting.
Yeah.
And we need to do Victory is Life cereal. Is Life cereal a thing over there?
Not sure.
Okay, it was a kid cereal that was reasonably popular when I was growing up. It's a fairly generic, slightly sweetened cereal. And it's about, Mikey won't eat it. Mikey hates everything. And so DT and I had come out with the Victory is Life cereal where the Jemmy wouldn't eat the cereal because he hates everything. He likes it. He likes it. And we never got around to doing it. We should have. And then I thought, you know, there's a whole range of commercials you can do for Star Trek. Victory is Life cereal, Kobayashi School of Piloting.
The Dartmouth way of piloting.
No. My piloting's terrible, but there's a good joke in there for Kobayashi. Set up by the son of the pilot of the Kobayashi Maru.
Beginning their run to the planet.
My dad taught me how to pilot, rest his soul. You're very welcome, Joshua. Sorry, you're welcome, Chris. You're welcome too, Joshua, though. That was in response to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go off and Borgify next.
Yeah.
And then we can come back and either do... We did Herald Sphere yesterday? Yesterday or the day before with Chris and a couple others. That went surprisingly well. Maybe it was Graz who was with us. Nope. I shall come around and get you. Nope, I guess the other person got that one. Yay! Yay, other person. So I think this Sunday will be our last day of working on the Carnarvon. See if we can tweak it up and get some decent numbers running off of it. I will get a combat log reader loaded up so we can start parsing it.
I'll provide the newly updated My Tank, which now does 121k DPS.
Okay. Well, this is not a tank. This is just a budget level ship. Nothing fancy.
Yeah.
But I'm curious what it's doing.
Then we have to build you a legendary border skew build.
I don't think I've got the border skew.
On one of your accounts, you
Well, I can get a
definitely
border
do.
skew. I mean, come on, I healed you. Oh. Okay, Taz, time for you to melt things.
Oh,
Well, when does Taz never do that?
Well, between the three of you, I'm just gonna watch this thing die.
Don't be so anticlimactic.
No, it's fun. That's not anticlimactic. That's the fun part. Here it is. I won't even get there before it's dead, most likely.
Ships are attacking the starbase.
72, 52, 20, dead. Very good. Yay, us.
We will fight for Kronos. Thanks.
So I believe this is Peter Porker. This will be probably the next tune we take out for a new build. And he's running on a Fleet Avenger battlecruiser, which is a fine ship. Maybe I will stick with this ship and we will just do a build on this one.
if you like, Mom, I can sit down and do some builds with you.
Well, I appreciate that, but
If you want to the meta.
good morning, Sav. I would be happy to do that, Taz, but I also want to do a ship on my Sunday morning show, which is going to be dedicated to playing with ship builds. So if you're ever up on my version of a Sunday morning, which would be 2 in the afternoon for you, I do believe,
Yeah.
and join in there. Otherwise, I've got bajillions. JB's offered to help me with one. I will definitely take you up with one. Razul has offered me. Joshua has offered. Chris has offered. So I'm going to take everybody up since I have 52 ships. 51 ships to build now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the stuff that has been added through the events lately
Yeah.
are pretty much all meta now.
Well, right now I have to go back and buy out the Tholian event because I'm told I kind of need that one.
Right.
Somebody says that the engine. Is it the engine?
No, the warp core.
The warp core. I need the warp core out of that one. But since there's...
Yeah. Warp core is needed. It produces Tholian warp crystals on where your target dies.
Mm-hmm.
And when other targets fly past those warp crystals, they detonate.
So I have
You
until
might
February
have noticed
16th.
there is like a bunch of red crystals where I'm flying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
that is those, and they do a ton of damage if the enemies fly over them.
Really quick, Chris, how many Borg do you need? Sav says, I build ships like space orcs. Ooh, this looks like a mill. Well, yep, it works. Oh, 10. 10. Taz, you said you don't have anything significant?
Defeats and empty ground, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm working on that in between TFOs.
Yep. Okay,
So
fine.
to just beam down and
I've got a
do
fun
the first
Borgy
one.
one queued up here. Then we'll come back and we'll do another Iconian. And somewhere in there, hopefully, I'll repair all my shields.
Why do you seem to always do guillotine when I join?
Because Chris likes guillotine, and I like guillotine.
I hate it. It's the single worst TFO in the game.
Oh, no, that's not true. No. Gravity Kills or Procyon 5.
That's on the list of the worst TFOs in the game.
The thing is, if you've got a halfway decent team on guillotine, where you've got some DPS, it goes fast. What, you don't...
Yeah.
Hey, it's,
Well, I've tried out. I've tried
We
with
will.
Pugs, and that TFO is. Hey.
Chris says Vault and Snared is the worst TFO. I disagree. I like Vault and Snared.
I know old Lexington hates Azure Nebula.
It's boring. It's not that it's hard. It's boring. Days of Doom, I think, might be one of the worst ones. It has the potential to be a lot of fun, but it's tedious.
How about the Battle of Wolf 359?
I like Battle of Wolf 359. The only problem is because you've got the longer dialogue scenes, it doesn't matter how much DPS you throw at it, it's time gated.
Yeah.
This one, though, you throw enough DPS at it and you get it done fast. You know how sometimes the 10-dimensional conveyors don't pop up really fast?
Mm-hmm.
We had somebody come in and focus on just killing everything off the conveyors while we were doing the cube and the assimilators. So by the time we got the cube and the assimilators done, all 10 were gone from the ship. Because they are apparently all there at the beginning, and then they start disappearing. So that was really fun. Days of Doom because dropping bombs is too bugged. Yeah, there is that part. You've got to be right in line with it.
I have quite a few decent ships that don't even have the meta stuff on it, but it's good to fly.
See, Battle at Binary Stars is a little boring.
Especially having an EPG boat.
Yeah.
Like, that's
There's not a lot there that are awful. Mycelial Realm is meh. Just meh.
There's definitely a few that, some of the older TFOs that definitely could be beneficial for an upgrade. What do you think?
Yeah,
How about Operation Wolf Elite? Like, what?
we will do that in an evening. Chris is not a fan of ground, so we don't do ground. We try to be respectful of what people like and don't like. So when you're here, Joshua, I will try to skip guillotine after today, out of respect to you. But on days when you're not here, Chris, we're going to be doing guillotine.
I don't mind it when we have a good DPS group.
Oh yeah.
When we have Pugs, and I'm not one for leaving TFOs.
Yeah.
I have left Guillotine before because of how terrible the group's been.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have had some horrendous teams
Yeah, so
that are just guys, go start up the locations and defend them, and they'll just sit around in the middle and wait. I don't know what they're waiting for, but they're waiting. Sav says they need to remove a lot of the time gating. It's not necessary. Briefing should be reduced to you at 15 seconds. I'm going to go with that. Neurocrash, thank you so much for the follow. Sav,
think
I
30
don't
seconds.
disagree with you, but I think that the first maybe 4 weeks that a new TFO is out, having a longer intro to explain to everybody what to do, and once kind of everybody's got the idea, then cut it back to 15 seconds.
The
Or
longer
30
intro
seconds.
is needed for summoning pets and mines.
Okay, give it 30 seconds for summoning, getting everything set up. How's that? Across the board, everything's 30 seconds.
And
No,
ground CFOs, you
you
only get
need
15
45
seconds.
seconds or 50.
What do you need 50 for? There it is.
If you're a mine layer, you really need the extra seconds to deploy as many mines as possible. So
But you
you
can't
can use teleport mines to target on your first move. And the more mines you get out, the more damage you will do on your opening strike.
Yeah, but there's got to be a good compromise. These minute 15, minute 30-second intros are a little excessive in my opinion.
You have the ship that has 5 rear slots and 3 forward slots.
I know what ship. Probably not on this account. On my main account, absolutely not on this account.
If you put a proper mine build on that one, you will understand the need for more time in the starting phase, because you can dump so many mines with that ship. It's ridiculous. It's like you can have an opening volley of like 4 or 5 million. It's freaking sick.
Sounds like a bit of overkill, but okay. Huh, I just realized if you don't kill off all the probes and stuff at each location, they're much slower to spawn. Sav, you want it like patrols. Everybody gets there and you go. The heck with instructions.
She read the usual manual and she basically said, nope, in the bin, I'm writing my own manual.
Thank you, Taz.
No problem.
I'm pew-pew-pewing away at something and Taz comes in. Boom, done. Okay, one is up and running. I'm heading over to... What do we need? 3. I'm heading over to 3. Since Chris does not need my help, being Chris.
Stitching anchor 2 is shielded. Stitching anchor 4 is now fully shielded.
3's up.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now. Destruction of a fleeing org assimilator is confirmed. Successful deployment of shield to stitching anchor 5. A org assimilator has failed to escape. Confirmation. Escaping org assimilator has been destroyed.
And stuff just dies. Oh, we're just down to 3.
A Borg assimilator was destroyed before it could escape.
So in January of next year,
Yes.
if there's a legendary bundle sale in January,
Probably
I
be in,
should be able-
should be in February, just to let you know.
in February I'll be able to pick up the Romulan Warbird bundle.
Well, February tends to be the anniversary event, so we get the anniversary bundles at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all 6. Yay!
depends on what the 15th is. It depends if I pick it up or I pick the anniversary up.
Something is disrupting.
I want to see what they've got for Black Friday. I've got the money set aside, as I've said. I just hope we run a Zen sale prior to that.
The tactical cubes are the source.
Cryptic being efficient. Wait, what?
Destroy them both to stabilize the network.
Actually, it's not cryptic. It's Decker now.
A Borg assimilator has been destroyed.
Why can I drive into this cube? Wait, what?
You can drive into the cube?
Yeah, I was just driving into it.
Let's see if I can drive into this one. Nope, this one's got shields up. It's got a barrier. I can't drive into it.
Initially, when it spawned in, it didn't have a barrier.
Ooh. I know in Wolf 359 there have been a couple of occasions where you could drive into the cube and start pew-pewing from the inside out, which was kind of fun.
I'm thinking about putting the Delta Flyers back on the Intrepid.
Because
Elite
why?
rank- Because reasons.
Okay, just for fun then? Or did you have a reason you wanted to use the Delta Flyer?
Because Voyager had Delta Flyers.
Okay, that's a valid reason.
Yeah, it's not the most meta stuff.
Doesn't have
it
to
need to
be.
be.
No, it doesn't. I mean, people do things because of aesthetics, they do things because of DPS, they do things because they want that kind of pew-pew, etc., etc.
Our efforts were most satisfactory on this day. The enemy
And the Grunt Master is out of here. I did not name the ship the Grunt Master. Excuse me while I stretch. Okay, so Chris, I'm going to assume you got your 10 ships, Chris.
Chris.
He only had 10. If he didn't have it in like the first minute, I'd be astonished. Let's see. So Chris had Borg and Voth in the battle zone. I'm going to leave you to the battle zone on your own, unless we get desperate. How would you guys feel about Herald Sphere?
Sure.
So we can get your second Iconian done.
I'll probably do the Terrans and Plasma on Blue Shift.
Okay, I'm going to queue us up for Herald Sphere. With 4 of us, this should... Yeah, wee woo.
We were.
Wee woo.
We were. Did I save it for the Elite Delta Flyers?
Yeah, if you can get the elites, always. So, Chris, this is going to trigger you, but I'm going to say it anyway. I had been thinking about... I've been watching a lot of trial stuff going on in the States because it's getting more and more common to have trials done on, like, Court TV, which is... It's not broadcast live, but it is broadcast on YouTube and things like that, so you can see it with a slight time delay. And it's very interesting, and it occurred to me, what if we went back into Star Trek episodes and found ones where there were controversial decisions, and this actually came out of Tuvix, and did a court case. Have somebody defend Janeway, somebody prosecute Janeway, and try and come to a decision, was she justified in what she did or not? Just for fun, don't worry. I already have my opinion.
Personally,
Pardon?
I think you should never add that.
Because of
that
the
could get-
controversy.
No, because that could get a very heated argument very quickly.
Yep, that's kind of the fun part.
And that's the part I will never partake in.
Well, that's why you get a person to defend, somebody who is willing to do it, somebody who's willing to prosecute, and you get somebody who isn't me to be the judge because I have strong opinions on the case and therefore should not be the judge. But there are people like WC who are really good and can remain objective. So in the States there is a murder case going on where the judge clearly has made up his mind, but fortunately, just because he's the judge, there's a jury.
and enter the sphere.
And they will
we,
make...
the jury.
They get to make up their minds about it. But he is riding on the prosecution and the defense to be as by the book as possible, so it doesn't come across that he's got his mind made up on it. I really
Yeah.
like him as a judge.
Stop the Herald forces.
I'm not
All
that
enemies
good.
to gateways. Gateway opening at 12 o'clock. Gateway opening at 9 o'clock. Gateway opening at 4 o'clock.
I don't even know why I'm going over there. Taz is there. Chris was there. Josh was there. I'm just going to sit here and look pretty. Adding my little teeny pew 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 over there. Pew 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 pew.
You'd be surprised to hear that this is actually not... In comparison to my other ships, this is actually not my worst build.
No, it's not your worst build. I'm looking at it.
At 2 o'clock. Gateway opening at 6 o'clock.
Oh, you mean the one that I posted in Ship Build Off?
No, I'm looking at your ship here. I'm just watching you do things with it. Not a bad build at all.
Gateway opening at 5 o'clock.
Even though I don't have Chemosite Lace weaponry or any of that stuff on it yet.
Oh, Chemosite used to be meta. Now it's nice to have, but
Gateway opening at 7 o'clock.
You're completely correct, Mom.
I think there's other things that will do the job as effectively. But if you've got it, I mean, what the heck? And you've got room for it, go for it. For me, it's been very hard to go, well, this worked so effectively in the past, why not just do that again? And then you discover that, oh, there's so much better stuff out there now. Or as good of stuff out there.
No! Yes, I did it. No! God damn it! I let one ship through.
No! Taz, you failed us. Saab says, Chemosite is like Frank's Red Hot. I put that stuff on everything. Back in the day... okay, you guys are over in Europe. Do you know what Frank's Red Hot is?
Sounds like a burger sauce.
It is a hot sauce that is not hot for the sake of being hot. It is hot with a ton of flavor and it's delicious. And I'm not a big fan of hot. So if I like it, then it's got to be pretty flavorful.
Yeah.
Great on wings, but there's a trick to making it great on wings. But a few years ago, Frank's was doing a whole promotional thing about I put that stuff on everything. And they had a woman who looked like Queen Elizabeth going out and saying that she's putting it on food. I'm thinking, that is so wrong and so funny, and I have to buy this product. Which is, of course, the whole purpose.
You know what happened for my breakfast this morning?
I had a large glass of amino acids touched up with a little bit of electrolytes.
I had some southern fried chicken strips and
Okay.
some peri-peri ones.
Well, that actually sounds pretty good.
Very delicious.
Well, I will go add some pea protein chocolate protein shakes to the morning before I go to the office.
Protein shakes are not a good idea
Oh, why not?
because it's processed food and it goes straight to your fat instead of anywhere useful.
Well, I will tell you this, I am...
If you eat a banana instead, you're
But-
10 times better off than
Bananas
eating
don't have
smoothie.
protein. There's nothing wrong with bananas, they're not my favorite, but I don't like... Let's just say it's not the best thing in the world for me to eat a banana in the morning. I need something that's slower. Weirdly enough, pretzels are killer in the morning for me. They're not super fast to dump carbs into the stream. I don't get that nice buzz that you get from eating a donut.
Where did Gate go? Oh.
No.
I'm just running around.
No.
suddenly it popped up.
We killed everything. We're going to have to wait it out here for more stuff to get dumped on us. Oh, there's a gateway. Okay. Chris, I know you think Janeway's decision was right with Tuvix. I'm not saying that you think you're wrong. I'm saying it would be a fun court case. It would be a fun event.
Imagine if you had Kate Mulgrew in one side.
Yeah,
And then
somehow
you
I don't think
had-
we can afford to have her on our game.
And you had Tuvok on the other side.
No, that would... No. You have to have somebody besides Tuvok. Because they would be siding with her. Going, well, yeah, I mean, I want to live.
Did you guys watch Orange is the New Black?
No. I'm not anti-watching anything. It's that I, one, don't have TV, and two, I really don't have time anymore. I get home...
Limiting.
Take out their command vessels.
Yes, Savsa's first 2 Lower Decks episodes are out. We have a commercial starting in 3 minutes. I meant to watch Lower Decks when it came out Wednesday night, but I got home so late from Chicago that I didn't. So
I'm
maybe...
just saying, Kate Mulgrew as a Russian mafia boss is gonna blow your mind off.
I heard she was really good in it.
It's like, it's the only reason I watched it,
Oh,
because Kate Mulgrew, the Russian mafia boss, but she was so freaking good in that, she outshined everything. Everything. Was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
what channel or what network is it on? Is it like Netflix?
Oh, I just stream everything. Do you have Streamio?
I have a couple of streaming apps, and Id's got a
Oh,
bunch.
Streamio. It's a singular app. It's on Google Play,
Okay.
and the only reason that it has found a loophole, because as long as Streamio is in beta, they can display whatever they want without Google making any form of hassle out of it.
Hey,
And it's free.
Sav, it's not me doing the buffering. I'm not seeing any messages coming up here. Chris says it's also on Netflix, so. And I do believe it has Netflix.
Actually made it, so.
It will be here for another couple of weeks before he moves to his own place, so I might as well capitalize on him being here with his Netflix and go watch it.
It's amazingly good, just say.
You enjoy it while it lasts, and you're gonna be upset when he's gone.
I just don't...
Yeah.
Well, if I like it, I can always get Netflix. That's just like
Yeah.
I said, I get home... I mean, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go into the office, I'm going to come back, I'm going to take Id to work, I'm going to go back and work for a couple of hours, I'm going to go home and walk the dogs, I'm going to pick up... No, I'm not, I have a meeting tonight. After the meeting, it will be dinner time, I'll come home, I will do the live stream, and then I'm going to bed. That is a typical day lately for me. And that's without working full-time. Can you imagine if I went back to working full-time? Ugh. Ad starts in 30 seconds.
It didn't pay off for you as you expected, did it?
No, it did not.
Here on White. Check it out.
Yeah, I have to go talk to my money guy and go, can I just quit everything? And he will come back with, if you can live on X amount of money per month, then yes, you can. But he was strongly encouraging me to wait till after the election, because that will affect the stock market a lot.
Yeah.
Controlling the gateway. Destroy it.
So, Elon Musk was talking lately about universal healthcare. What do you think about that?
Universal healthcare?
No, not healthcare, but universal... What's it called? When you get paid by the state?
When you get paid by the state, what, for like welfare or retirement or what?
Yeah.
This will
Which one?
cripple the Echo.
We will very soon get a universal payout. Robots will pretty much replace any human job that there is out there. So we will have to have a universal system that pays everyone.
We just need to go to a society like they have in Star Trek, where everything is free and money has no meaning anymore. Until it needs to have a meaning for the purpose of the episode.
Yeah.
Of course.
Once the episode needs it, then we're going to have money
But
again.
we are heading in a direction of abundance.
That would be good.
And the biggest problem is that 99% of people actually derive value from their work.
Yeah, absolutely they do.
So without their work, they will feel valueless.
Well,
And that's a really hard mental bracket to get over.
that's incredibly
Because
true, Taz. You are 100% right. We assign meaning to our lives through what we do, but that doesn't have to be a job necessarily.
Mhm.
I mean, my
But
dad
it is
retired
funny.
and promptly went into perfecting bread baking. My mom, no, I'm serious. He was, everybody in the neighborhood was getting fresh bread every week because my dad would be like, here's my new experimental whole wheat loaf, or here's my latest cornbread.
So awesome.
And when he moved, we went to clean out his freezer in the garage, and it was packed with bread that he'd been baking and experimenting on. But then he moved to Austria, and it was kind of his claim to fame there. Is he, even though it's a society where homemade food is welcomed and appreciated, people really love the fact that my dad baked his own bread.
Mhm. I
And
can imagine.
and he loved being appreciated for it. And then Sav says, and then people start looting each other. Yes, but if everybody has stuff, Sav, then they don't have to loot each other. I mean, they might still do it. But I will tell you, one thing that annoys the heck out of me is I live in a very nice little community, not particularly wealthy, but somebody thought it would be a really good idea to start up a daily update on what's going on. So what I've gotten every day for the last 2 weeks has been, there was a theft at this location near your home. There was an assault.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, guys, there is a not great neighborhood a couple miles away, but it's a couple of miles away. Please stop doing this. The only time it's been really handy is somebody's dog got loose. And they're all like, if you can find Bailey, my daughter is so lost and upset because she can't find Bailey. So, of course, everybody starts looking for the dog, who is adorable. That's what it's useful for, but not there was an assault, there was a theft, there was a blah, 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 blah. Honestly, the houses right behind me, like 200 feet behind me, are McMansions, $2 million houses. You're not going to rob my house when you can go rob their house. And I have pit bulls. Come on. Seriously? Nobody's going to rob my house. And there's nothing to rob, but I have
Saying that,
I have a
they
pit
could
bull.
they could see the value in the pit bull, though.
Oh, yeah, like she's going to let you get close to her. She will kill you. If I say it's okay, she's fine. If I don't say it's okay, she's not fine. And then we'll have...
She has an issue with you.
Well, once you get to know her, but the thing that'll actually kill anybody walking in the house here is the little one. She will gnaw their ankles off. It will be like Juggernaut in Deadpool. Just right off at the ankles. Sav says, not a day that goes by that we don't have a shooting in Toronto. Gun crime up 65%. Yep. It's like Chicago. Actually,
I
there's...
should have gotten my friend over here to tell you a story, but I can try and reenact him for his benefit.
Okay. But before Taz, before you start, do we want to queue up another TFO?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Anybody care what we do?
Oh. I'll probably just be talking through it anyway, so...
Yeah, well, that was my thought. I'd hit random, but we'd probably wind up with the ground. Tell you what, we'll pick an easy one here. Defense of Starbase 1 Elite.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me switch into
Okay,
AoE
yep,
ship.
no problem. Tell me when you're ready.
It's like World Racer, it's not so...
Yeah, go for it.
It has AoE in front of it, but not around it.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay. Weeboo?
We will.
Chris says, wait, that's Canada? I thought you don't have such issues. Sav is just taking Canada down. Canada's not much different than the US, just with a fraction of the population. Actually, that's pretty accurate. Well, what you have in
I
Canada...
always looked at Canada as Norway's bigger brother because it's the only other country on the planet where I can get the same biome.
Chris, one of the problems with North America is that we have a lot of land and we have people all clustered together in cities. And the problem is, you put people together and cluster them in cities, you wind up with really stratified culture or socioeconomic levels, and that gets into a problem. But it's Taz's turn to tell his story. Taz, story time.
So, if you look at my profile picture, that's my... God damn it. I switched ship and the loadout didn't come with it.
Oh, yeah, time. Can you switch again? Oh, no, that's right.
No.
Make your loadout work. I don't know, Chris. If you want to invite me over there, I'd come on over, but
Here they come.
my son might be annoyed with me if I moved again.
Would he?
Yeah. My son and I are, really close. Visit each other a couple of times a week. Even if it's just for 5 minutes as he stops by my office or I'll stop by his store. And he worries about me because I'm his elderly mother.
And now I'm missing 2 skills and I can't find them.
No. No.
What are those skills?
There's going to be with one of the ships at the 13th anniversary, there's going to be some war crimes.
That's why you need to join us on Sunday mornings for warships.
No, war crimes.
I know. Bring your war crime and we can play with it during the worship episodes. Or
Okay.
worship events.
I really hate the game for doing this. It's like I flew this ship an hour ago. Before I switched it out, I saved loadout. I go back in it now. Loadout totally fucked.
Yep.
I try loading it. It's loading a 5-year-old loadout and it's totally screwing me over.
Maybe once I built it, when the sales go on, I'll definitely share the build
Okay.
for war crimes.
Hey, Chris, one thing I think that's wrong with, not North America, but with the U.S., is the cost of a good education is so high that a lot of people can't get a college-level education anymore. It's reserved for the upper class. I mean, there's ways around it, but it's a huge financial commitment, and I think with a lot of countries where you've got subsidized or sponsored education for upper levels, they're thinking more about their future. Here we're so focused on the immediate problems that we don't realize that without giving a good education to younger people, we're not building any future for ourselves, and we need to.
I think you should tighten up your gun laws, but there we go.
Well, but Sav, there's other things besides college education that could be done, trade schools, certifications, things like that. But again, they cost a fortune here.
I think I got my build back together.
Yay!
Maybe try to start that story.
Okay, let's go for the story.
So, I have a king corso, and in no matter is that dog tiny.
No. King Corsos are not tiny. Those are big doggers.
I'm expecting visitors, but I'm gonna do a quick trip to the shop before I get these visitors, because the shop is like across the street for me.
Okay.
And the friend who is coming to me, he calls me like just as I enter the doors at the shop, and I'm like, yeah, you can just go in. Just say hi. Just say hi to Amigo before walking in. And he's like, sure. He doesn't know who Amigo is.
Oh no.
He's never seen my dog. He doesn't know I own a dog. And I have this auto-locking door mechanism.
No.
So when you close the door behind you, you're locked inside.
Oh my god.
So he walks into my in my doorway, and he hears tappity, and he looks at the demon. And he's like, okay, that's it. That's how my life ended. I'm just gonna sit down, put my face in my lap, and start crying. I come back from the store. I hear this poor whimpering sound behind my door. I opened the door and he just came rolling out. Because he was leaning into the door, like from the alien scene when when the alien is like almost biting his head. The dog was in a similar position.
Oh no.
He was just sitting in a fetal position, leaned up against my door with the dog pretty much staring him down the face. So when I opened, he just rolled out. I was like, am I still alive? How?
Poor guy.
And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot I hadn't told you about this dog. Poor guy.
Well, yeah. I was watching a YouTube video of what I thought I was getting and what I got for dogs. And the guy got a cane corso, looking at cane corso as being a huge guardian type dog. And then there's a picture of him after he gets the cane corso. It's a year old. And the cane corso's cuddled up watching TV with a stuffed teddy bear in his lap.
Oh.
It's just like, oh, yes. I don't want to get one because I'm getting older and I can't control a dog that big, but oh my god, it's the most adorable thing ever.
That's why you got Ed.
Yeah, but Ed's going to get his own place shortly.
The
Well,
good thing about cane
You could hold him for
corso
ransom.
is that they are low energy dogs, so they are perfect for a farm household.
Yeah, my two dogs are not low energy. There are many things, but that is a wonderful story, Taz. All right, so Chris is saying, what do you need college for? A lot of places require a college degree. I don't know why, because I've not found it to be terribly useful, except for, like things like nursing and medicine. And I was doing nursing, and only to discover that, that's
I
terrible.
just got a text message from the guy. I'm gonna ask if he wanna come on Discord and tell the story, because his story is way better than mine. Because he was there.
I've only got enough time for this, and then we have to go, because I have to get to work this morning. So we're going to finish up this one. But tell him he needs to come on the next show.
Storyen din har blitt populær på Twitch.
Say that again?
Og du har blitt spurt om du kan komme og fortelle historien, fordi du forteller historien 10 ganger bedre enn meg. Ja! Det er amazing story, liksom. Beyond amazing, og måten du forteller den på er bare så vanvittig mye bedre enn det jeg klarer å gjøre. Så, if you like. Søndag klokka 12.
Okay, what always impresses the heck out of me is people like you guys who can speak 2 languages when I can barely speak 1.
Well, there is some people in this world who can speak like 5 or 6 different languages.
Oh, yeah. My son's one of them. He's got the gift. He speaks...
Ja, vi trenger jo ikke mer tid enn historien. Så, vi... Nei, men vi er der søndag klokka 12, eller så er det every day klokka 12. Så er det en stream å kjøre. Men søndag tenkte jeg kanskje du hadde muligheten til å... Ja. Jeg finner meg ut av i alle fall. Du må komme og fortelle den historien i alle fall en dag. Det var amazing. Super. Men da hører jeg fra deg i morgen hvis det er mulighet. Den er grei. Super. Hey. He'll probably join us on Sunday.
Excellent.
He's flying out to the other side of the country on Monday.
Yeah, but your country's little.
Yeah, yes.
Flying to the other side of the country from here is like 5 hours in a plane.
It is really long.
Well, if you're going that way.
So if you go from the south to the north, that's almost 2 days of flight. There isn't any connecting flight. You have to do 2 different trips to get from south of Norway to north of Norway.
I totally believe that. Okay, I need to go to the office today. It's Friday. Got people I need to go meet. Corbin Dallas School of English. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm going to get out of here, folks. I wish you all a wonderful day. In theory, I'm on tonight due to stupid. That may or may not happen. So if I'm here, I'll see you tonight. If I'm not here, I won't see you tonight. But we will be on Sunday morning for Sunday morning worship. And Taz will be joining us with stories of the cane corso.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Maybe I'll have to name my show Cane Corso.
The way he explains just curling into a fetal position and the dog placing himself right next to him, like the alien in Aliens did to Ripley. It's like, oh my god, it's too amazing. It's too amazing of a story. And
I'm looking forward to hearing that.
that.
All right, everybody, I'm out of here. I got to go to work. So have a awesome day, and as we like to say around here, stay moopsome.
Moopsy, Moopsy, hello, believer.
Do you know what they're saying? Joshua, do you know what they're saying at the end there?
Go on.
You know, that shun the non-believers?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll have to send you the link to it. It's kind of a D&D.
Only the unicorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was Charlie the Unicorn, and I had those 2 assholes living at my place, and they were running around, Charlie, every day, and I was like, stay away from my fucking kidney!
Take care.
That story is also kind of personal to me. Charlie and the Unicorn.